Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is November 20th, and on this day in 1928, Boston Gardens opens with the Montreal Canadiens beating the Boston Bruins 1-0. That is 92 years ago, the Boston Gardens opened. That's amazing. Hobby news and chatter. Dallas CBS News has a sports cards special I'll share with you. Topps UK website. Topps Aoki Wave 2. Panini Instant NBA Draft Cards. Today, Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer normally does his Q&A or history on Fridays. What did you miss yesterday? Well, I dropped a video on top 5 draft class. I think the other night's draft class was probably top 5. I know it's early, but I'm going to call it top 5. And top 5 is not great, but my point is top 5 is not terrible either. Slab stocks, dinging corners. Oh, I'm sorry, PSA Set Registry. How to. Sports card investments. The forecast. Buy, sell, hold. Top 3 flips. Biggest issue with SGC slabs. Beckett Live with Collectible CEO. And best paid sports group launches. Let's jump into it. First up, this is off of Sports Collector Daily, article about the pandemic and CBS Dallas on the hobby. I'm not going to play the whole video here. It's a little clip. First of all, I want a Panini Mask. Can anybody get me a Panini Mask? I think that's so damn cool. I'm not a big Panini fan. In fact, I prefer a Topps mask. Why don't they do that? You know we're going to get mask patches next year. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Next up. Topps UK. This is uk.topps.com. I don't have this in the view for you to see that. Let me see if I can scoop it down there. There you go. See, uk.topps.com. Why is that important? Well, it just so turns out there's certain products here that you can't find in other places. And I've been seeing people open them going, well, where do you get this product? Like stickers? I never saw stickers. Look at these stickers, man. Do I want stickers? I don't know. But I found a whole new world here on this UK Topps web page. So, if you're chasing... Let's see if they have any exclusives or anything. Stickers, living sets, Topps now. Okay, anyway, we'll come back. On the regular Topps site, Wave 2 of Steve Aoki, Wave 1 did not sell out. It didn't appear to. Of course, I think you have to do a lot to sell out. Checklist is out, though. And Checklist, in my opinion, looks better than Wave 1. You got Soto, Tatis. Let's go down here to the rookies, though. You got Kyle Lewis, Rookie of the Year. And you got Randy. And these cards are kind of cool looking. I mean, look at these like artsy cards. I think these are paper stock. So anyway, I'll grab a few. I'm gonna chase the Aoki Wave. I do think you can get your money back for 24 bucks a box, man. You put one of those, one of the chase cards in here. You grade that sucker. You're in good shape. Panini Instant Draft Site. Got their page up. Looks like they're $10 a card. I think they're less if you buy in quantities. And then you can buy the whole set of all 35 cards for 130 bucks. I honestly have absolutely no interest in this. Zero interest. Now, I have more interest in like the soccer than I do this stuff. I just don't. And I love basketball. I don't know. You tell me I'm wrong. Anybody else buying into that stuff? Oh, I'll say real quickly. No white sparkle. And no off the line. Okay, into content. House of Cards. Cool video. How to begin using the PSA Set Registry. Really great video. Recommend taking a look at this. I watched this early on. And it made me again think about one of my goals with my sons is to do a PSA Set Registry. So we'll see if we get that kicked off. The set I want to do now has gotten a little more challenging. So we might have to pick a new set. Slab stocks. Nate, Dinging Corners. Best sealed Topps boxes for the investment. Breaks down series, I think it's series 1 from 2020 versus series 2 from 2019. Great breakdown. Talks about hobby boxes, chase cards, and so forth. Next up, Dapps Sports. I followed this provider for a while now. I think this is the second video I've featured. Good breakdown. I mean, he basically shows you what he's buying and what he's selling. He's not just talking it, he's showing you his cards, man. I think it's interesting, has some interesting insights. Definitely more of a I'd say modern collector / investor. He does run a break site as well, so he does breaks, which I'm seeing more and more of that in the hobby as well. That these guys are doing breaks, like get a lot of retail. Great way to get rid of it is through breaks, right? Next up, the Forecast Sports Card Investor. Really enjoyed this episode. He did a collaboration and basically gave his feedback on cards and whether they should buy, sell, or hold. I have to agree with this one. Cam Newton, I would be selling. Cam's done, guys. Put a fork in him. He's done. Sorry, Cam. And Cam's also a good warning to what a lot of quarterbacks end up like. See, Cam was once an all-star, once a quarterback, once did Super Bowl, once had promise, and now look at him. Wonderful person, great career, but his card value is down. Okay, Fantasy Football Card Quest. Great video here. Talks about his top 3 sports card investment flips. Gives you an update on sports on Star Stock. Really like what he does with Star Stock and talking football and the hobby. So did enjoy that. Joined in for a little bit chit chat with him. Then up, Neo Northeast Ohio Sports Cards does a great breakdown. Biggest issue with SGC. Let me be brutally honest with you guys. This is worth a lot less than this. And I know that one's green and one's silver, but it's just SGC is not going to carry the value of a PSA 10, an SGC 10. It just doesn't. And he goes in explaining that. And part of it is liquidity too. You know who, and I'll put it this way, you know who wants to buy PSA cards? Collectors and investors, because the investor can flip a PSA card and the collector wants a PSA card. You know who buys SGC cards? Typically it's people like SGC cards. And that's a huge difference right there. In other words, flippers you don't buy an SGC card with the intent to flip it. At least not many people do, because it's very difficult to liquidate that card. And that is going to hurt them. And BGS has got its issues right now, but it just is what it is. It's just a free market thing, guys. I don't know. I think he does a great job explaining this, though, in his video. Speaking of grading, we go to Beckett Live. Eric over Beckett Live does a great interview with Ezra from Collectibles. Listen to a part of this. I've heard most of the talk around this. Excited to see what's going on. Listen a little bit what's coming down the road. Worth checking out, guys. If you're not into collectibles or fractional, check it out. I am personally, just to fully disclose, I am not in any of the collectibles or fractional. If I could give it as a gift, I might try it. So last up is House of Cards, which I really enjoy this young man. It's this guy right here in the right-hand corner, his website. I've enjoyed his channel. He has some really good knowledge, right? Drops some cool information, some good insight. I would say I have a little mixed feelings here. He basically announced, and first, let me just say this. I applaud your hustle, man. He announced him and his friends, these 4 guys, have put together a paid sports card investment group. They're going to charge you, I think it's $10 a month, and they're going to give you information and insight and picks, everything, and the whole shebang. And again, I applaud the card hustle. I'm not a fan normally of these types of things. I don't want to critique it before I've tried it or see what it does. And again, I'm going to continue to follow his channel, and we'll share whatever content I can. But I just wonder, if people are doing so well in the card industry. First, two questions I always ask people who are going to do this. Number one, how do you differentiate yourself in a market where so much information is freely available? The only way I think you can do that is if you kind of create a herd, and you keep that herd blinded to other people. Like if you say, only listen to me, I'm the only one who has information, everybody else is lying to you, only listen to me. Everything else is fake. Everybody else is fake, information. For example, I look at Slab Stocks. They give out a lot of free information. There's just so much quality content out there that's free. So how do you differentiate that? And second of all, if you can differentiate that, how do you maintain that differentiation? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. And I'll just close on that. Again, I'm a fan of the hustle. I love sports card hustle. I'm just not a fan of membership programs all the time. Again, it is what it is. Have a great day. I'd love to hear your comments, feedback. If you haven't already, please subscribe. A lot more content coming out in the future. Thank you again.